Salutations, players. This is MrNuclearPumpkin, here to tell you my thoughts of the new game, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generation. First thing, this game is really solid. I enjoyed it a lot. The gameplay is a lot more fluid. It's faster paced. They had added a new cancel feature where you can do a combo, and if you hit the X button, you'll dash into them again and keep the combo going until you run out of anything, or you just want to finish it. They added another good part to the game, which I think is the best part of this whole game, is the substitution jutsu. In Naruto Ninja Storm 2, the only way it worked is that you just tapped the R2 button, and you just keep tapping it, and you could just avoid anything. And then you could just back away, charge up, and then do the thing, and then do this. This is pretty much how most of the Naruto Ninja 2 started. Most people just go like this. Okay, circle, 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 circle. Oh no, he's going to hit me. Back up. Okay, I won, or he won. Oh, I'm about to lose. Disconnection. No. That's how Naruto Ninja 2 went, so that's kind of why I kind of stopped playing. This, however, you only have about five substitution jutsus. If you use them up, you can't sub out, and they could just combo you up. They can combo you up. Another cool thing that I didn't like about Naruto Ninja Storm 2 that they didn't do in this was that if you use a substitution jutsu in Naruto Ninja Storm 2, you had like 2 seconds of invincibility frame. So say they're about to hit you. No, you're about to hit them, and you know they're going to use a substitution jutsu, and you have like Pain use a Shiro Tensei, and they sub, but in the second one, it'll be like Shiro Tensei, and then they'll grab you or whatever. That's really frustrating because it's like, it was pretty much infallible. In this one, there's no invincibility frames at all after you use a substitution jutsu. So say if they just like spamming their substitution jutsu and you just hit them once, fake them out, and then you have another guy who has like a stream of energy or something that stays there so that they just keep using the substitution jutsus. If you do it right, they'll be out of jutsus in like one move, and then you could just wail on them until they're almost dead. That's really cool. Another cool thing is that if you time it right, like say you're doing a combo, circle, 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 they teleport. If you time it right, you can dash as they teleport, and you can keep it going. That's pretty much how people play now. Like they'll hit circle, 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 they'll dash, predict the substitution jutsu, and keep going until pretty much they're dead. That's really awesome, and it makes it more fast-paced and makes you have to think when you want to use the substitution jutsu, or if you just want to take the hit. There's a lot of anime footage in this game, like in single player. One thing I don't like is that they did the whole single player through like stills, so it's like footage that's taken from the show or whatever, and you'll see like a narrator at the bottom, and then you'll see them say like 2-3 lines of dialogue, then you start fighting. I understand that this is generation, there's a lot of story to tell, but personally I just wish there was more to it than that. Like more of the boss themes, but I guess because it's not really Ninja Storm 3, it's just like a spin-off of Ninja Storm 1 and 2, I guess I can understand that. But the biggest problem I think that killed this game for me, like this really killed the game for me as far as online play, was that they didn't fix anything about the disconnection rate of folks. Like people who have 50,000 BP or battle points. Battle points is what you get when you win a match. If you win a match against someone else, you get like 100, and depending on how much higher they are than you, you get more. Like say the biggest I've ever gotten so far was like I was only about 1,000. This other guy had like 12,000. I had like 2,100 BP that I got from it, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, like I was saying, the biggest problem with this game online is that the same problem exists that happened in Ninja Storm 2. Was that people who disconnect a lot. Now, in a lot of games that I've seen, like Street Fighter, yeah, they'll disconnect, and then you'll see right next to their name, boom, they disconnected like, oh, 30% disconnection. I don't want to play this new guy here. In this game, they don't do that. Another thing that really irks me is that they still made it so that people who disconnect can get away with it. Like the biggest problem that I've ever seen them have is that they'll just have like a little disconnection rate that's in another menu screen that you have to push. Like you have to put square, and then you'll see it at the bottom. And yeah, I guess if you want to do that, that's cool. but it just doesn't seem like it's much, like it's gonna do much. So, like, say they have like 50,000 and they're fighting someone who's 100 BP and they're getting rocked, they'll disconnect at the last second, and then the person with 100 BP will have to fight someone else who's like 100 BP, and then their process is going to, move up really slow because they can't fight these strong guys, because these strong guys are afraid of losing a buttload of their BP, so they just disconnect, and there's no punishment from it. You don't get any points from it. You don't get anything from it. And that's it. I mean, you can't even replay it, and it's just really frustrating that that they still didn't fix this. And that's what killed it for me in the second one. Yes, you can go to player matches, which is cool, and you have tournament matches. But still, for people who like being really competitive, people who like ladders, who like gaining rank and getting stronger and stronger, getting higher, and then protecting that rank, this is not your game. Because there's going to be a lot of people who's going to disconnect, especially if they're stronger than you by a large margin. And, they just don't, they're not going to be fair with it, and there's nothing you can do. They're not going to release a patch for it. They're not going to release a patch. I can promise you, they're not going to make a patch that takes care of that. And that's what killed this game for me. I'm a person who loves moving up the ladders, and I love getting stronger, getting ranked ups, and all these cool things, and I just didn't like that. So I'm sorry for the lack of gameplay. I don't have any capture cards or anything. But that's pretty much just me, giving a little bit of my own personal review of this game. I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really solid title, a great, video game of the Naruto series. And if you're a diehard Naruto fan, get this game, because this game is perfect for you. But if you're just a person who likes, playing online games, just playing ranking and trying to get stronger, this is not for you. So, yeah, this is Mr. Nuclear Pumpkin signing out. Hope you enjoy this game or whatever.